Hey everybody, looking at more S&P industries here. If you remember, we did that video on advertising marketing services. Now we are going to jump into the aerospace defense industry. I'm excited about this one. We're going to be looking at things like Boeing, Lockheed Martin. These are the more common names, the more well-known names. But I was looking at the charts, and some of these are really attractive companies. TXT looked really good. For the sake of time, I've gone ahead and done the charting on it. I know in the advertising we just had two, so I showed how I would do that. But we're going to jump into these. Let's look at first at Textron, TXT, trading at $72.79. Great day today, $1.31 up. Great rating here by bar chart. Looks like they build these Bell helicopters, Cessna, Beechcraft. I'm sure some military out there are more familiar with those than I am. And if I look down here, this says Textainer, but I see TXT here. But let's see if we can see. Not seeing a whole lot. It looks like they keep getting called Textainer, so I'm a little curious about that. Anyway, let's look into the chart, and I think probably for the sake of movement here, we will look at the 3 months. Just to give us some ideas, right? And you'll notice I put in a black line, right? This is going to be my all-time high, right? Not far from it. And this is a key resistance that I've seen in history to kind of play out. We had what I would consider a false breakout right there. And look, we are pushing it again. To me, this is definitely on my radar. TXT, I'm looking at this, just about $2 away from an all-time high. I'm going to keep this one on my chart. Let's look at the next one. This is L3 Harris Technologies, LHX, a great ranking by a bar chart. See here, a fair amount of holds there. Let's see, top ranked value stock. Announces key hires to advance company beta program and product development plans. There's stuff going on here, but let's dive into the chart. Again, I'm trying to zip through these. Sorry for being overly brief, but I'm sure no one's got a whole lot of time for a bunch of aerospace defense stocks, but I think this helps build our knowledge. Looking here at 3 months, I am just sandwiched in here. Look at that. Basically, what is that? $5. I've just been put into this pinch. I came in off of a, relatively, I guess, no, it did go below and then consolidate a bit. So upward trend. What I want to see, again, I want to break all-time highs. If I can break all-time highs with L3 Harris, that will make me feel very, very good. I say all-time highs. Let's go ahead and, yeah, it is. And I'm going to change that color there to a black so that I'm aware of the fact that that is an all-time high. So we are just right next to it. Very exciting stuff there. Let's look at Boeing. Boeing, great run today, but I mean, just not getting a lot of love. I think we're all pretty familiar with Boeing, top U.S. exporter. A lot more holds, but it's got some buys in there too. Okay, here we go. Boeing wins a $487 million Apache helicopter support deal. That was August 23rd, yesterday. That's pretty attractive. Let's look at the chart, see what all we'd have to overcome to make something like that work. All right, so I'm looking at 3 months here. I've got a key support here. Not sure why it's colored red. My apologies. It's supposed to be green if it's a support, which we'll go ahead and do that now. There we go. And I had a false breakout. And usually with a false breakout, I could get a nice run here. That'd be 22 to 258. That'd certainly be nice. I want to look at how far are we. Yeah, see, we are monstrous distance here from an all-time high. Tell you what, that right there, that looks great. If I could get above 258, that is just prime territory there. It looks good to me. I'm interested in this. I it traded horizontally for a while. A couple of these false breakouts right there. Now I'm curious about Boeing as well. It's an interesting one. Let's look at the next one. Huntington Ingalls Industry. Jump down here. Huntington designs, builds, and maintains nuclear and non-nuclear ships for the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard. Look at how high of a hold percentage that is. I'm thinking this one's probably not going to have a whole lot to do. Okay, I have a new corporate director. Okay, Christen's amphibious transport dock. So some things going on over there. Definitely not as good of a day as some of those other aerospace defense stocks that we had. Let's take a look at the chart, see where we are. I did dip out into 9 months. Notice you see a similarity here with these, some false breakouts, really hovering around support. Support again needs to be green. I will get my hoo-ha together, y'all, on the next video. My apologies for having these all wrong colors. And then I'm going to color that all-time high black so that if I'm ever in a smaller time range, I'll be able to pick it. So let's look at 3, right? So this is basically what we got from 200 to 223. You can certainly run that up, but I really would want to see us break out of that. That would have been a nice spot to buy on that false breakout, and then it rises back above it. But again, this stock's not grabbing my interest very much. LDOS Holding, I'm liking the more attractive price on this one. Wow, look at all this strong buy in the pie chart. Holding companies, direct 100% owned subsidies, principals, blah, 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 is a global science and technology company that provides technology and engineering services to the defense industry. Okay, all right, so we're talking about tech, and NASA selects LDOS for life cycle mission support. Well, that's exciting. LDOS announces key hires. Good things going on. Let's take a look at the chart. I can tell from looking at it right there, I'm not 100% excited about it. Just that little pattern there didn't look so great. We'll again start with the 3 months, but then I want to hit support there. Again, support needs to be green. Jay, get your shit together, buddy. And then we see there. Now I want to know if that's an all-time high, and it is close. That all-time high is going to be right there. We'll go ahead and drop that in while we're looking at the chart, just to make sure that I've got it there on record, so that I never need to go back in and double check that. So what is that? 107 to 123. Not a whole lot of distance between that all-time high. I don't like the shape here. Just didn't really seem to get a whole lot going. But you could say that looks like it's forming an ascending triangle, and that would be a bullish pattern. So yeah, we'll watch that one. General Dynamics, GD. This one is a global aerospace and defense company offering a broad portfolio of products and services, business aviation, combat vehicles. Okay, lots of strong buys on this one, but this one actually has some sells. Established Center of Excellence for remotely piloted aircraft system. Okay, so that's cool. So that's remotely piloted aircraft. Pretty neat. Cyberspace executive. This company looks like it's doing something. I'm liking that chart just from a quick glance. 100% buy by bar chart. Again, it's not something I really go by, but it's always nice to know just what the general sentiment is. This is my maximum time range. I'm going to drop, not a trend line, that's my bad. Drop in that horizontal. We'll just paint that, get that black. There we go. So yeah, it looks like I'm about to hit a support. And then what I really like is that I might be able to hit that all-time support. So let's jump into something much smaller. Got a 3 months. I'm not anywhere near support or resistance. Will back out a little bit. Yeah, I am definitely approaching it, but I'm basically at 199 now. 206 before I hit that resistance. Yeah, I'd be interested, if I hit it and bounce off, or if I break out of it. All interesting stuff. Look at the next one, Northrop Grumman Corp. Okay, NOC. Bar chart gives it kind of a weak short term there. Strong buys here. We've got some sells. Leading global security company offering broad portfolio capabilities, technologies, yada yada yada. I don't get a good sense of what they do. Announces results of early participation in exchange offers and consent solicitations. Someone is added to a board. Declares quarterly dividend. Airborne. Okay, let's take a look at the chart. I'm not getting much of a sense of where we are there. I've got a funny feeling this one's going to just kind of be but you never know. And I like the idea of us starting off with a max. That was really helpful. So here we go. We have our support, and I'm going to color that black for my all-time high. And clearly we've got, sorry, that's my resistance. This is my support. And we'll dive into a smaller, so just kind of on a, horizontal thing. Not really sure what to do. 363 to 383, that's great and all, but I'd want to see some sort of a trend, and it just doesn't seem like it really knows what it wants to do yet. We're going to look at our last one here, Lockheed Martin. Look at this. Man, bar chart hates this. but I mean, it did good, up $2.64. So anyway, I think we all kind of know what Lockheed Martin is, or at least the myth of Lockheed Martin. No sells there. That's interesting. Wins Apache. Oh, that's Boeing. No, we just saw that earlier. All right, Lockheed, where are you going? Where are you at, Lockheed? Unveils intelligent flexible factory in the Skunk Works. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Let's take a look at the chart. All right, here we go, and we'll jump out to the max. And there we are. I will drop in that all-time high. I'll get these ready next time when we have a bunch of these like today. It's about to go down, crossing that 10 sessions moving average there from the looks of it. Jump into a 3 months, much smaller, So we have a downward trend there. Looks like it might want to curve up. It'd be interesting if there's any real significance to that line right there. Does hit over there. Let's drop that in. Let's drop that in. That'll be interesting. We can, because it does curve up kind of nicely from there, doesn't it? And we do see it does touch a little bit over there. Color that green for our support, and I'll lift it up just a hair just to get it ready. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah. Okay. Now that might prove to be worthless here pretty soon. So anyway, what we did is we looked at all of the aerospace defense industry stocks in SPY, and some that jumped out to me: TXT, LHX. Some of the others I was thinking, I'd want to wait on to see something happen. One of the benefits of having these kind of charted like this for me is I'm going to be able to then go in and really just check these things out very quickly, and that's going to be a big help for me in order to kind of see how things are moving, where they are. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for y'all. Hope it was a good chance to learn about some new stocks that are in SPY. So definitely the good big companies, and maybe that was a pretty ridiculous statement. The good big companies. Okay, I have no idea what I'm talking about there. Anyway, Aerospace Defense. Cheers, y'all.